In today's society, independence is a very important value. Physical independence and financial independence. In my opinion, emotional independence is even more important than the other two. Hi, this is Nirmala Shekhar, a coach and a body talk practitioner from Singapore. And we are continuing our discussion on a map of self care with this video on emotional independence. A few years ago, when my son was going overseas for further studies, and my nieces would be going overseas as well very soon, I explained to them the concept of emotional independence. What does that mean? They have been with family or friends till now, and so when they are hurt or upset, there's always someone to help them overcome that. But when they go to a new country, new place, they'll have to manage by themselves. And so, emotional independence would be firstly to know you are upset, to then take steps to overcome that mood or get over that upset. It could be anything that works for them: exercise, walk, nature, music, dance, conversation with the person with whom you're upset, or conversations with family members. Taking appropriate steps to help themselves becomes part of emotional independence. And yes, emotional independence also means knowing when you cannot manage by yourself and then taking steps to get the help that you need. But why is emotional independence important? In today's society, right from childhood, we are programmed to think that our happiness depends on external objects. Very young, we start with wanting ice creams, cakes, chocolates, beautiful dish, and then a device, apps, games, clothes, admission in a particular college, a particular kind of job. So we are being programmed to think that all these factors are important for our happiness. We are never taught to understand that our happiness is in our hands. So I'm here to tell you that our happiness does not depend on having the right job, the right things, a good soulmate, a good boss. There is no prince, princess, knight in shining armor, or a fairy godmother who is going to come and tell us, here, this is happiness for you. It doesn't work that way. We have to take responsibility for our own happiness. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we can start making ourselves happy. Many of us also go through life and we have been hurt in some ways. Different people have different backgrounds, and we may have been hurt by others, and we are really hurting within ourselves. And many of us are waiting for that other person, especially if that other person is known to us well. We are waiting for that other person to come and apologize and repair that hurt that we are feeling. As long as we are thinking this way, we are operating in a victim mode. I have been hurt, and it is the responsibility of that other person to come and fix me. This is a victim mode. I need to take responsibility for my healing, for making myself happy. I may not be responsible for the hurt, but I'm definitely responsible for my happiness. And that's what emotional independence is all about, taking responsibility to fulfill our emotional needs. And when we take responsibility, something magical happens. I have seen it many times with my clients. When they take responsibility, resources that they never thought was available to them become available to them. Internal resources in terms of thoughts, ideas, and external resources that they attract to themselves simply because they have decided to take responsibility for making themselves happy. So I leave you with this concept of emotional independence and how important it is in our happiness. Thank you for joining me. This is Nirmala Shekhar signing off. Bye bye. Namaste. Do subscribe and hit the bell button for more weekly content on self care. And if you want even more actionable content on self care, do join me in the Facebook group for weekly lives, discussions, and more tips.